In this Palworld video, I bring you 10 plus, 15 plus advanced base building and base tips and tricks you do not want to miss. Let's go. How's it going, guys? My name's DPJ, and if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps out, and if you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. So this is like a 2026 updated version of a video I posted about 8 months ago now. Now there's many other basic tips I'm missing out in this video. These are the ones I'm still seeing many players, and there's a lot of new players playing the game, so I'm just hoping some of them see this and pick up on some of the best tips and tricks you can indeed do. These are space saving tips and tricks, things you should be aware of, building tips and tricks, and much more, like best powers, best passives for your base and all that good stuff. So let's get into it, guys, and we're going to start with the best base powers and best base passives. Okay, so let's get into it, guys, and let's start with the best powers, the best base working powers in the game. Now there are powers in the game that are regarded the best at their working skills due to their default working skill levels, and we'll come to these right here, people. Okay, so for kindling, it's obviously Vermintide Ignis, having a level 4 as default in that kindling. For planting, it's Lylin, again level 4 here. For that handiwork, we have Anubis and Splatterina. Splatterina, though, in my opinion, is the better power due to being a dark power, meaning she does not need that sleep, meaning she will work all night. For lumbering, we have Celestia as well as Heartless, both offering a level 4. We then have for medicine production, we have a Belano, pretty cool. For transporting, guys, we have Noclem as well as Wumpo Bolton. These both offer a level 4 in that transporting as default. For watering, there's actually quite a few powers here. We have Vermintide, level 4. We have Phalaris Aqua, a level 4. We have Neptilius, also a level 4. We then have Gangler as well as Gangler Ignis. These both offer a level 4 in that watering. These are decent powers, especially the smaller the better, obviously, because they won't get caught on things in your base. Now for generating electricity, we have Ozark as well as Azurmane. And then for mining, guys, we have Astigon, we have Noclem, and we also have Blazemot. These all offer a level 4 as default in that mining. And then for cooling, guys, we have 4 powers. We have Frost Stallion, we have Bastigar, we have Wayalaska as well as Wayalaska Ignis. These all offer that level 4 as default in that cooling, but the best here in my opinion is definitely Bastigar. Now, as I've said, these are the powers in the game as default, as standard, when you catch them or breed them as soon as they're born or caught, without you even needing to level up. These will all offer a level 4 in their actual their working passive. As I've mentioned, these are the best default powers in the game, but they're actually much better powers for your base if you do want to invest your time into leveling them up, and those are these powers right here. Now these are incredible. There's 11 here in total, and we'll start with Penking and Penking Lux. Now I have made a video, an in-depth video guide on how you breed these from the very start and get all of these powers as well as leveling them up. Now the reason that these are the best, in my opinion, best all-round base working powers in the game, is because they offer a multitude of working traits, meaning that they can do multiple tasks at the same time. And with how easy now Applied Techniques books are to indeed get, you can get them from fishing, you can get them from supply drops, you can get them from chests. They come from multiple different places and sources. So yeah, it means that powers like these that offer multiple working traits for your base are by far the better powers to actually go for. And I've gone through every power in the entire game, the ones that have the most working traits on them, as well as being the smaller powers too, so they don't get caught on things in your base. So again, we'll start with Penking and Penking Lux. So Penking and Penking Lux are more or less the same, but they have a different trait between them. So Penking will offer you if you level these up, watering, handiwork, mining, cooling, and transporting. So this dude will water plants, he will water in regards to the mill and the crusher, he will craft for you with handiwork, he will mine for you, he will cool for you if you've got fridges that you want to cool down, and he will also transport for you. We then, guys, have the Lux version of Penking. He does exactly the same thing, but you take off the cooling and give him the generating that electricity. That's what this dude does, and again, using your applied technique books can level these all up to a level 5, meaning they're incredible for your base. We then have Sutsia, who's one of my favourites because he has kindling as well as mining with the same power. So this dude will not only mine ore for you, will also smelt it for you, making those ignites at the same time. He will also cook for you. He also has handiwork and gathering. Gathering is a massively important here, but it's still a great trait if you're, I don't know, if you've got loads of crops. But handiwork too, people. This is an incredible power. It's also a dark power, so it does not need sleep. So yeah, you can focus in regards to his passive skills, which we'll come to in a second. In regards to work speed, we then guys have B Garde. So B Garde, guys. Oh yeah, by the way, Sutsia, if you've got a ranch at your base, he will indeed drop those bones for you. So B Garde will offer you that planting, handiwork, gathering, lumbering, medicine production, as well as transporting 6 working traits. But she will also, guys, drop for you honey at your ranch. What is not to love about this power? Absolutely incredible. That's, again, if you dedicate time to leveling her up, one of the best powers in the game for your base. We then, guys, have Dazzy Knock. Now, the reason I've included Dazzy Knock is because she's not only super small, but she's also a dark power, so she don't need sleep, but she has that generating electricity on her, which means she will generate electricity all night long. But she also has handiwork, she does that medicine production, as well as transporting, and she's pretty nippy too. So what's not to love about this power? Incredible. We then, guys, have Bushy Knot. He will, again, dark power, doesn't need sleep, but he has kindling, handiwork, gathering, lumbering, and transporting. A perfect power, it really is. We then, guys, come to Quiver Molten. He will offer you planting, handiwork, gathering, mining, and transporting. So he will mine, he will transport, she is mined. He will not only plant, but he will gather at the same time, but he will also craft for you with that handiwork. Level these all up to a level 5, and you have one incredible base working power. Bardash, he has planting, handiwork, gathering, lumbering, and transporting. 5 great working traits for your base, people. So yeah, he will plant and gather at the same time. He will craft, he will lumber, he will get that wood for you, but he will also transport at the same time. An amazing power, truly underappreciated. Then, guys, have Robin Quill. He will plant, he will gather, he will lumber, he will craft for you with handiwork, he will produce medicine, and he will also transport for you. 6 amazing passives, people. It really is. So yeah, another one that goes under the radar. We then, guys, have a Dojan. He isn't the best here, but he's still really good. 5 passives. We have handiwork, gathering, lumbering, medicine production, as well as transporting. Absolutely incredible, guys. And then we have Frunelia. She will offer you planting, gathering, medicine production, perfect, handiwork, so she'll craft, as well as transporting. A unique power to have at your base, and she also has an amazing partner passive, which we'll come to in a second. But yeah, onto the passives, people, and I want to talk about these. Okay, so the best passives, in my opinion, what I like to go for anyway, are work speed passives, and those are Artisan, which will give you a plus 50%, Serious a plus 20%, a Work Slave a plus 30%, and then Remarkable Craftsmanship will give you a plus 75%. These all on the same power make your powers work speed crazy good. Now, there are other passives you can indeed use. Passives like Nocturnal and Vampiric. These guys eliminate your powers need to sleep, so your power will work all through the night. Obviously, on a dark power, these are wasted passives. Dark powers don't need sleep. We have passives then like Mastery of Fasting or like Diet Lover. These slow down your powers hunger, so therefore your power will get hungry less often, meaning fewer breaks. It's not bad, but I'd still rather take work speed. You then guys have passives like Heart of the Immovable King or like Workaholic. These slow your power's sand drop rate, meaning your power will take less breaks, which is okay, good, but I don't think it's needed, and I wouldn't take it over work speed on a base working power passive, because guys, there are actually powers in the game which will help out in regards to things of this nature, and these are these other powers I'm going to talk about right here, right now. So there are other powers in your game, guys, which you can indeed use in your base to take advantage. So we have powers like Shroomer and Shroomer Nut. So these people have a unique partner skill. While at your base, its mysterious pause slow the rate at which the sand value of allies at the base decreases. Perfect. Why not just have this dude walking around your base doing what he's gotta do? Why not, people? We then guys have powers like Lulu and Prunelia. Is that how you pronounce the name? Lulu or Lulu? I don't even know. So what she does is, while at your base, Lulu fills a farm with good spirits, increasing the growth rate of the crop. So if you've got a crop base or crops at your base, you want this power just roaming around. Why not? But then guys, we have Prunelia, which again is also one of the best all-round base working powers in the game. She has another interesting partner skill. Prunelia's prayers bless the crops, increasing their harvest. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, did I also remember to mention that she's a dark power too? So yeah, she's such a good pal, it's unbelievable. And then guys, we have Broloha. What's great about this pal is its partner skill. If you got a breeding base like what I'm standing in right here, guys, while at your base, shows the time it takes powers assigned to a breeding farm to produce eggs. It does not stack, so you can't have 20 of these dudes making your eggs come super quickly and your powers breed faster. That does not work. But either or, it's still a great power to have in your breeding base. And then guys, we have Mymug. Now Mymug is an underrated transporting power, and the reason I say this is because how fast this dude will move across your base. I wouldn't say it's the best in the game in regards to transporting, but it's definitely up there. Knocklem, as we mentioned earlier, and Wumpo, these both, when you fully condense it into them, obviously level 5 and transporting, will carry a ton of things. The thing about Mymug is he moves so quick. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I made a video on this dude ages ago, but he's a great pal. Not many people know about. But those guys are, in my opinion, the best base working powers in the entire game, as well as the best passives you want on them. So let's move on. Okay, so another amazing thing that still actually works, it's been in the game from more or less day one, is putting 2 oil extractors on a single node. Now, as you can see right there, I've got 2 on the single node. Now, this point on the map right here is home to 6 oil extractors, this little island right up here. I've got 2 bases side by side, just basically their oil farming bases. Put a couple of ranches in here too. But between these 2 sites, I've got 6 oil extractors, people. Farming me unlimited oil, basically. So how do you actually do this? How do you put 2 on one node? It's actually very easy. So each of these oil nodes all are the exact same shape, and they all face in the exact same direction. You can see this rock right here, this pointy out rock. This is the one we're looking for. But to make it easy on yourself, guys, look at the compass at the top of your screen. You can see there we have north, east, south, west. Well, perfect southwest is where each one of these corners will face, which allow you to actually, that's the angle you need to put down 2 of the oil extractors on a single node. So go to your oil extractor, the crude oil extractor, go to this point, make sure you're perfectly in the middle of southwest, just like so. Come back in slowly, you'll get that flicker of blue. Once you get that slight flicker of blue, that first frame, put it down, then slowly walk back, guys, and you'll see you have get a flicker again slightly, just like so. Put it down there, guys. That's how you put 2 oil extractors on a single node. It really is that easy, guys. So do what you gotta do there. Now, another nifty little trick you can indeed do, guys, is actually build windows which actually close on houses. Now you are limited in regards to how this is done and what walls you can indeed use, but if you build a house out of stone, this works absolutely flawlessly. So how this works, guys, is obviously you have your building. Let's just quickly put down anything. Let's just do it out of stone quickly. So let's just do this, that. Yeah, let's just go this way, that way, and let's just say this is what going to be a window. That's going to be a window. It's going to be the front door. Obviously this is for demonstration purposes, people. So there we have that one there, and you can build a roof on this after, whatever. So we have now 2 walls which will be for windows. So how do we make them open and close? Well, it's quite as simple as this. Come to any triangular walls, inverted and the triangular wall, non-inverted. You want to put these down, so we'll start with this one. So we're just going to put this down like that. Then we're going to put this one down here and fill it in. So you see we have that right there. Then what you want to do, guys, is go to the window and you want to click on that replacement mode, and you want to replace the one side just like so. So you can see right there, guys, we have basically a wall, a window that's half filled in. Then what you want to do, guys, is come down to these sets right here. Either one of these, the Japanese door styles. I mean, you can use any doors really, but they will indeed open out, which is not what you want. You want it to look neat. So these are perfect. So the Japanese style door series. Then what you want to do, guys, is you want to replace the other triangular wall, the inverted version. Put it in, and boom, guys, right there you have a window that you can indeed open and close. Simple as that, guys. So if you've got windows that you want to open and close, if you're building like a little village, a little town, I know many people like to build cities and things like that, this could just fit in perfectly for you. So there you go, guys, do what you gotta do there. Enjoy. Now when it comes to building, guys, if you're suffering lag just like this, so if I go and try and build a wall, you can see my game just absolutely stutters and it takes me ages now to indeed build. Now there are a couple of reasons this could be happening to you in regards to performance of your PC or console, but the main reason this actually happens to many people is because their base is already too big with too many things attached. For instance, guys, I'm getting this lag because this base here, which is like a fresh new platform for me to build on, is connected, as you can see, to my entire establishment all the way over here, and that is why I'm getting such a lag. Now if I remove that foundation, which is right there connecting it all, you'll see, firstly though, let me just show you, if I even try to dismantle these, you'll notice that it's still, look at that, it literally almost freezes. It is so bad. But if I get rid of this, guys, so I'll just separate the platform, you'll see now that when it comes to actually building, that I have no lag at all, and I can build freely without stutters. So yes, just one thing to keep in mind, hopefully a tip for some people that may be struggling here. If you can separate platforms, you can reconnect them later, but it will help in regards to helping you build without that stutter, that bad stutter. So yeah. Okay, so another great way to save space within your base, especially if you're starting out and you just need more space, if you have a breeding farm here, and you probably do, you can place things literally at the back of them, where your pals won't even walk to. As you can see right here, I have the condensation machine, I have 2 power pods where your pals can sleep. You also, guys, have here the incubator, as well as the statue of power. We can enhance those powers and your player stats, and it's just simple to do, guys. Let's go to another empty slot right over here, and you'll see condensation machine, very big, as you probably know. Ugly ass thing, you don't really want this in the middle of your base anyway. Simply walk towards the back, guys. As soon as you see the red, go back forward a bit, boom, place this down. The power pods also quite big, but they act as beds, which is great. You can place these in here too, and you don't even have to be neat with these, and you can actually, guys, place more than 2 here. You could place a couple more if you really wanted to, that would be completely up to you. But at the end of the day, guys, you only really need 2 in here for the pals that are actually in here, even though they don't, well, they will sleep obviously, but yeah, so it saves you saves you space outside. They also, guys, can put their egg incubator in here too, which is also, depending on which one you use, isn't the smallest of things. So if you can just place this down nice and neatly, it goes like in between these two like wooden pillars here, as you can see right at the back. Get as close to the condensation machine, boom, there you go. And the same with the statue of power. This can go literally anywhere, boom, there you go. You've saved yourself a ton of space in regards to having powers at your base in a breeding farm. Anyway, you may as well make the most of the space here, which is unoccupied. So yeah, a great way of saving space right there. So another amazing thing I still see not many people making or taking advantage of is indeed the guild chest. Now the guild chest is obviously a chest that stretches across all your bases, so if you put something in here, you can access it from every other base, which is obviously a great thing to indeed do. But the way this can also work, guys, is if you have bases set up on the other side of the map, which you actually don't visit that regularly unless you're going there to put food in or medicine, etc, etc, you can remove all the containers inside of these bases, so no storage boxes, and your pals will bring all the items you're farming at said base, whether that be oil, whether that be a crop base, whether that be a ranch base, a mining base, etc, etc, they will bring it all to the guild chest, meaning you on the other side of the map can access it real easily. Now I've been doing this from day .1. I just thought I'd quickly include it here in regards to just making sure people are well aware that it's a great way to actually use this. But yes, the guild chest is an incredible feature which will make life a lot easier for many players, that is for sure, especially if used correctly. Now another thing I see people not making the most of is the easy bulk storage. What this is, guys, is if you go out into the open world, you're farming, you're opening chests, crates, etc, etc, and you come across multiple different things like this. It can even be from things you pick up from other bases in regards to veg and foods, or skill fruits, or spheres, but whatever, guys, it does not matter. If you've got a place for it in your base, but you don't want to run around to every single chest or fridge, putting it in nice and neat, you can indeed use the easy bulk storage. How you do this, guys, is bring up your menu. You'll see right down here, whatever this stays. Obviously I'm playing on PC and console, well, PC with console controller, but you can see on PC you press R, but on controller you press in that right trigger. Pressing that right trigger, this menu will then pop up. You press in your left thumbstick on controller, or just click stow on keyboard and mouse, click that button, you'll see all these come up, press yes, and they will be indeed put into your base in the storage where you've got them already. So they'll go nice and neatly where you're already stacking them, which is a great feature I'm still seeing not many people aware of, or not making the most out of it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy that one. So another thing I'm not seeing many people take advantage of are the settings on all storage containers, i.e. fridges, containers like this, obviously storage chests, even the power food boxes. These all have it on them, just like so, and even a guild chest. And the reason why these are important is because what they allow you to do, guys, is stop pals putting things in things that you don't want them to put them into, i.e. I have storage chests back there. If I wanted to, I could stop my pals putting food in these storage chests by simply coming up to it and pressing on that chest settings button there, and I'd come down, guys, and I'd untick ingredients and untick food. Therefore them pals are not going to put any food in it then anyway, because I've got fridges. But this also works with fridges too. If you don't want ingredients put into a fridge, you can simply untick that and they won't put it in there. They'll just simply put food in there. This is a crop base, so obviously it's only going to be food in here. But if you've got a main base that has mining being, well, going down in it, you got crops, you got ranches, you got like wheat being milled and things of that nature, you can obviously set things not to be put in certain points, like i.e. here on my guild chest, I don't want my pals here taking any food to this guild chest. So I've come to this, guys, and I've unticked ingredients and I've unticked food. Therefore then this is not going to be overrun with all the food that's being made here, all the crops, the tons and tons of ranches I've got on the top floor. They are not going to go ahead and take food to my guild chest and block it up. And again, this works with fridges, feed boxes as well. And you may not notice this is if you've got a feed box at a ranch where eggs are being produced or there's crops being produced, a lot of the time pals will firstly try and put stuff in there in this feeding box, but you can untick that. So you put the food in there, then come to this and untick both of these. Therefore then guys, pals will not go and put things that you don't want in here for your fat pals to go ahead and eat, i.e. eggs, milk, tomatoes, onions, potatoes, and things of that nature. So yes, make the most of that guys if you want to keep your base nice and organized. Another amazing thing that they added into the game quite a while back now, which I also don't see that many people taking advantage of, is indeed the item retrieval machine. Now if you have a working base like this one right here, this is a crop base, as well as we have ranches on the floor upper here. It means instead of me running to every single fridge or storage container, if you put down one of these item retrieval thingies right here, the machines, these are perfect for you to actually come to and grab whatever you want, whatever's being produced at that base in an instant. So if I want all the eggs that are in this base as of right now, I simply click on it, click max, and boom, there we have it. They're all in my inventory. But it also works the opposite way guys. You can actually put things into it too, just like so. So if you have things you've picked up off the floor in that base, or you've grabbed certain mining things yourself, you can simply guys come to one of these and simply use it to put it straight back into the base wherever that item will be indeed be stored, which is pretty cool. And I'll showcase this guys in my main base too, because my main base is absolutely filled with certain items. So if you come this way, try and duck off that roof, come through here, you'll see guys that this base is absolutely crammed. It's my main base. It has materials for absolutely everything, food, all sorts, as you can imagine. The item retrieval machines right here. If I click on this guys, you can see I have a list of everything I have in this base. And again, if things are mixed up in your base, so if you've got stuff in a certain container and stuff in another container, or you're missing something, this is a great way to grab it all, put it all into your inventory, and then arrange it how you want to arrange it in your base. So yeah, like I have tons of bones, I also have tons of ore that's all over the place in this base. My pals just like to put it all over, even though I've got things nicely organized. My pals do indeed just like to put it wherever they want. But using this guys can actually just take it all out at the same time and put it in wherever I want, keeping things nice and neat. So yes, the item retrieval machine is very cool indeed, so make the most out of it people. Okay, so another thing you can actually do guys to save tons and tons of space within your base is actually stack certain things. You can stack assembly lines, you can stack breeding farms, you can stack mining sites, and much more. And it's actually very easy to do. The problem is a lot of people don't like how tacky they can indeed look, but today I'll show you what you're seeing on screen now guys, simple methods in actually enclosing these up to make them not look that bad. Here we have the large mining sites, here we have just a standard small mining sites, here we have the assembly lines, pretty cool, and here guys we have the breeding farms or the breeding pens, and you can stack these up. I think you can get about 5 or 6 into, I actually haven't seen what the limit is here, but I'm guessing there will be. But yes, today I'll show you exactly how you do each and every one of these, and we'll start with the assembly lines. Now the best thing about these assembly lines is not only do they look neat, but you can indeed enclose them in. And the best thing is guys, you can set tasks at the top just like so. So if I go up to this one right here and I just say create me a bat, haven't got an, okay, so my newbie will run up to it, boom, they will craft from down here, so don't even have to reach it. Then guys, you can simply just jump up if you want to, grab the item, or as I've done there, I've made like shelves and shiz, just jump up, make it easier. Also guys, you don't need to use glass, you can use whatever you want to enclose it in, or if you don't want to, you don't actually have to enclose it in. So yeah, so how you do this guys is actually very simple. So what you want to do guys is obviously have flat land, or if you want to build around it like I've done there, you need foundations. Once you've got the foundations down, have about like 4 in a row. That should be enough width for you. Then come to the advanced chest, and you want to build this more or less towards the front of the foundation. You wouldn't want to go here because we're actually going to put the assembly lines on top of these advanced chests, and if you put them too far back they will push out the back of the wall and it will look tacky. But yeah, so you want to put these about there. That should be good. Hopefully my Anubis comes here and crafts this pretty quickly. There we go. I'm just going to go like 4 up, but you can go much more than that if you wanted to. It's up to you. You can go as high as you like. So I'm just going to do this. That's 3. I'm going to do 1 more on top of that. Plus I haven't got much carbon on me anyway, so yeah. So there we go. So we've got 4 right there. Perfect. Now guys, what you want to do is simply go to your assembly lines. Now you can use any of these, it doesn't matter. You can use gold, you can actually mix and match. I'm just going to use a couple of the workshops and a couple of the spheres, simple as that. So I'm just going to click on that. Then what you want to do guys is, obviously you want to make sure you're in the middle. And then once it starts to jump up like that, you'll simply double jump, and you'll see you can put this down. And you can actually got quite a bit of space here to mess around with. So yeah, so I'm just going to jump up, put it there, boom, that's placed down. Then what you can do is, without that even being built, you can then break that. Then guys, put another one down, boom, there we go. Break that, put another one down, boom, there we go. Break the one underneath, then put another one down. Again, you can mix and match these, it does not matter. Boom, there we go. Break the bottom one, and then guys, do that one if you want to, put it down. And there guys, we have 5 assembly lines on top of each other. Let me just pull out a couple of Anubises to actually build these a bit quicker. Where are my Anubises? My Anubises are here. I don't know if I've got enough beds in this base. Let's put 5 or 6 in. There we go. But you'll see guys that we now have the assembly lines, and they're perfectly straight, nice and neat. And then guys, what you want to do is just want to build walls around them. Build with whatever you want. Again, you can use stone, metal, glass, whatever, just like so. Go all the way around, and I'll speed this up because you don't really need to see all this. And then guys, what you can do is you can put like triangular corner roofs in. One there, oh, one there, one there. So you can just actually reach these and set tasks for your pals. And if you wanted to, you can also put a roof on if you wanted to too, right the way across the top. And then guys, it's all about painting it the colour you want to match your base, or leaving it as it is. But that's completely up to you guys. Well, that is how you stack those assembly lines and actually get them looking quite neat. The top one ain't actually been built yet, but hey, do that quite simply. Just pull out my Anubis. There we go. Simple as that. But yeah guys, do what you gotta do there, people. Okay, so stacking crop plots is probably one of the better things to indeed stack in this game, because they are vital in not only creating cakes, food, and so much more, but they also take up a lot of space when on the floor in your base. But you can stack these and stack them relatively easy. Now I know a lot of people like to use the alignment mode and using walls and things of that nature, but I really don't think you need that. I've not used one alignment mode in regards to stacking all of these up. It's very simple to do so. Now whether you want to stack them on a single plot, whether you want to stack them right next to each other like this, I'll show you exactly how you do this. So I'm just going to go up a floor here just because I don't want to get rid of any of that. But yeah, come up here guys, we've got plenty of space up here. And then what I'll do is I'll simply guys start stacking, and you do this with these right here, the wooden benches. So whether you want to stack these together or by themselves, it's up to you. But what I'll do is I'll show you how you stack these side by side and get them pretty perfect. So I'm just going to put a wooden bench down just like so. Then I've one next to it. I'm just going to put it as close to it as it can possibly get, just like so. And again, one as close to it as possibly it can get. And I'm just going to do like four next to each other guys. So there we have it. Boom. And don't forget there's bigger crop plots and smaller ones. I think the berries are the smallest, but like the wheat and the carrots and the potatoes and all that are much bigger. So you may want to go a little further along. Then what I want to do guys is stack on top again. Now you can go as high as you want here. I think recommend is like 5 benches on top of each other, something along those lines. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to stack these along 5 on each, and they don't have to be perfect again, guys. They do not have to be perfect. As long as they're on top of each other, it should be good. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so as you can see, guys, I've got 5 stacked on each other, 5 along. You can go as far along as you want, or you can just stick to 1 stack. That's completely up to you. Now a crop plot will balance on one of these, so you don't actually have to have multiple next to each other. It'll balance on one, but the goal here, guys, is to basically put the crop plot down, make sure it's all lined up straight, and you see when you get that jump, when you walk slowly towards it, that's when you know you're in a good spot. Then if you jump, you can see you can put the crop plot on top, just like so. Boom. Then what you want to do, guys, is walk along if you want them next to each other and make sure they're lined up. Boom. Put another one, and there we go. So 5 across will give you enough for basically like 2. So go 10 across, you'll probably get like 4 or 5. Simple as that, guys. Then once you're done there, simply delete the ones at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then, guys, go back to whatever you want. You can stack different ones on top of each other too. By the way, make sure you're nice and lined up. Jump and put it down. Then go left, jump, make sure obviously it's in line. And these can actually overlay a little bit as well, by the way. Put it down. Then, guys, do the exact same thing again. Delete, 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 delete. Go to a different plank crop plot if you wanted to. That's up to you. Again, make sure these are nice and tightly packed together. And the more you do this, the more you'll get these nice and neat. Put them down, just like so. And this is how easy it is. Now, again, you can use the alignment mode in a certain instance. I just don't think it's really needed. And you can get these quite nice and straight by themselves anyway. And again, guys, you just do the exact same thing in deleting the one below. Now, here you may have to crouch down, which is cool. So that is the one we want. So delete, 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 delete. Then, guys, again, go to a different plantation, whatever that may be. Just put it down, looks like so. Boom. And again, we had them overlapping a bit, so you just want to make sure everything's nice and neat and the same as it was before. Again, crouch down and delete that one. This one may be a little bit tricky. You may have to walk out a bit, which is cool. So delete that one, just in it there. So delete, make sure you deleting that. Sure, you don't want to delete the bottom one. You want to make sure you're getting that one there, the one that's sitting up on it. Boom and boom. And then, guys, we have room for another set of indeed plots. And you are good to go. So put it down. Oh, I didn't actually press the button there. Boom. And again, make sure it's overlapping in the middle like we did last time. Boom. And there we have it, guys. We have now crop plots literally stacked on top of each other, perfectly aligned up, and it really is that simple, guys. Again, people are using alignment mode, probably get it even straighter, but you don't really need that, because that is how you indeed stack those crop plots, people. Okay, so another thing you can actually do, guys, to save space in your base is actually have the ore mining sites, the larger ones, the ore mining site 2s, on top of each other. Now, these ain't actually stacked, so to speak. These are actually just built on floors right above each other with easy access to your mining pals. Now, you can stack these on top of each other, which I'll quickly show you how to do. But if you want a building like this, which is all enclosed, actually looks quite neat and is accessible to your mining pals, I'll show you how to do that too. But first things first, you just want to stack them on top of each other, where all the work will be done from the bottom floor. It's as simple as this, guys. You just simply go to your advanced chests, which are these right here, and you just want to put down 2 per ore mining site. So obviously, if you want 4 on top of each other, you'd have to put 6 of these on top of each other, because you're not counting the one that sits on the floor. That's like an extra one. So if you wanted 3 of these on top of each other, you'll only put 4 of these down. You get what I mean. But yeah, so I'll just do 4. Then guys, once you've got them stacked on top of each other, it's 2 per ore mining site, by the way, don't forget that. Come to your large ore mining sites, which are these ones right here. I didn't click on it because I'm an idiot. There we go. Then guys, just come back. Once it starts to jump, simply just jump up. If it's still red when you jump up, come slightly back on yourself, or you may even have to move forward. There we go. Boom. Then you get rid of the 2 chests underneath. Do the exact same again. When it jumps up, put it down. Try and get it as straight as you can. And it's quite easy to do, people, to be honest. And then guys, just put the 3rd one underneath, just like so. Now you can encase this in if you wanted to. You could build around this if you wanted to. It's like a bit like what I've got over there. And it'll be perfectly fine. All your powers will do the work from down here. So even at top mining site there, the powers will work from down here, but you can still jump up and grab that ore, as you can see right there. So yeah, if you want to stack them like that, you can. But the way I've done it, guys, is, and which I'll show you now, let's get rid of them. Okay, so if you want to actually build a structure where your powers get access to them, as I've got over there, guys, this is what you need to do. So you need 4x4 foundations on the floor, nice and flat. So 4 across and 4 to the back. Simple. Then what you want to do is you want to come to the ore mining site 2s, which are these right here. And then guys, you want to place this in the back and make sure it's not sticking out the sides, make sure it's not sticking out the back, but make sure it's inside of the back 3x4 foundations. Just place that in. Don't have to be absolutely perfect with this. So boom. There guys, we can actually build around this when we want to. So that's built now. Now what we want to do, guys, is you just want to build steps up. I build them from the side, but again, you can build them with whatever you want, when you want, how you want. It's up to you. I'll build these out of the futuristic set here. So I'm just going to start there, just like so. Bada boom. Then guys, what you want to do is go to the floors and just build another 4x4 basically. So boom, bada 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 boom. Obviously you don't want to build there, otherwise you ain't getting up. But then guys, we have another floor. Then you just want to stand here, go back to the old mining site, spin it around because I don't know why that's turned, but hey. And then just place it again within the back foundations or the back ceilings here, inside the actual the building parameters. You can actually build the walls up and around these. Simple as that. Then guys, you go up again, missing this ceiling, build stairs from this one. Simple as this, people. So we're going to go back, get to the stairs, just like so, and build up. Then guys, what we do is go back to the ceilings, and again, you can build this with whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You could even build this with glass if you wanted to. Look quite nice like that, depending on the colour you use. Boom, 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 and boom. Then guys, we have another floor to work with. And again guys, we do the exact same thing. Go back down to the ore mining sites, place this down, make sure it's inside the 3 parameters at the back, or the 3x4 at the back. Put it down. I mean, if I try and get this equal, I'm probably going to fall off, but hey, that should do perfectly fine. And then guys, we are good to go. And if you wanted to again, you can indeed go up again, which what I do is I build from this one. So as you can see right here, come back round to this actual floor here, and then just put that down just like so, because your powers will come up here. They will, because they actually stand on the ore mining site too. They don't need the space there, they just run around and they will run up here and you're good to go. So again, boom, boom, bada boom, boom. Well, that was a mistake, but hey, we'll get rid of that. And there we go. And again guys, if you wanted to, you could indeed build up again if you wanted to, and keep going as high as you want, as long as you want. It's up to you, depends on what you want. But again guys, there we have 4 ore mining sites on top of each other. Where's that one I made a mistake with there? And then guys, you'd simply just fill it in the walls. You fill in the walls how you want. You fill in the walls how you want with that, whether that be glass, whether that be with stone, whether that be with whatever you want. You can fill these in and make it any colour you like, make it look very, very cool indeed, just as what I've done with that one at the back right there. I mean, you can actually fill these in so you can't actually see through the walls, so you're only seeing these from the front. That is completely up to you. But as you can see, my Anubis is now on the top floor because they get up there quite easily. So yeah guys, and that is basically what I've done here. I've basically just built the floors around and filled it in with glass, and I think it looks quite unique. So yeah, do what you gotta do there, people. Okay, so you can also stack these smaller ore mining sites on top of each other, or I say ore, you can do it with quartz, sulfur, whatever you want guys, but the smaller ones you can stack them together like I've done here, enclose them in so they ain't that much of an eyesore, and all the work will be done from the very bottom. Now you can build floors up to these so your powers actually go to the floors, but it just takes up way too much space and you don't really need that. Yeah, so all the work will be done from down here. You can just jump up guys and grab what you want to grab. Simple as that. So to do this guys, you need flat flooring, but if you do want to build around it, you're going to need foundations, and I suggest 2x2. From this point guys, you want to come to your advanced chests, which are these right here, and you want to put this as center as you can between the 4 foundations. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we've got a little bit of wiggle room here with these smaller ones, so we're just going to put that down right there, like boom. And then what we'll do guys is, in fact we're going to stack these on top of each other, and we'll just go 6 up, so you can get 4 ore mining sites here. I'll show you exactly what you can do, and you can mix and match these sites too. You can also use the lumbering site. You ain't limited here, so you could have loads of these all in one spot on your base. So if you don't want to take up a lot of room on that floor, you can stack these on top of each other and literally have a ton of those sites in one spot. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6 already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 6. When it became. Okay, so from here, guys, come to any of these you want. Obviously, you can put this down here if you wanted to. But it's just going to look stupid. You want to use the smaller ones in this instance. So I'm going to start with quartz. Then, guys, just want to walk backwards. And as soon as it jumps up, boom, it should be good. Jump up to the very top. If it's red, just come a little bit like back on yourself. So walk towards your screen. Come back a bit further. Boom. Bit further. Let's go obviously bit by bit. Then guys, once you're there, jump up, put it down. Then you can dismantle the 2 underneath this. So there's 1 and there is 2. Then guys, go to another ore site or quartz site or sulfur. Doesn't matter. Jump up, put it down. Get rid of the 2 underneath. Then you can use a lumbering site if you wanted to. Jump up, put it down. Delete the 2 underneath. Use the stone, let's go with stone, put it on the floor, boom, and there we have it guys. We have 4 sites in the same spot in your base. From this point guys, you'd simply just build around these. Now if it's an eyesore, you don't want this to be seen, enclose it in something you can't see through. I like the instant, I like glass, I like the look of it, but you can do whatever you want. So we're just going to build around this. You can also put a roof on it too, that's up to you. And there we have it guys, it's enclosed, nice and black, can't really see it, looks dark inside of it, but hey, if you want to lighten it up you can, if you want it to match your base you can. And the best thing about this guys is all the work will be taking place from down here, and then guys you just simply jump up to each one and grab what you want. But yeah, that's a great way of saving space within your base, to putting all basically the smaller mining sites and lumbering sites on the exact same spot, instead of them taking up room on the floor of your base. So another way to save space in your base, especially if you've got a small base or you're limited on bases you can have, but you want plenty of breeding farms, you can actually guys, I wouldn't say stack these on top of each other, but you can actually build a tower of breeding farms where each is a different floor, a new floor where powers will actually go to indeed breed. Now you can stack breeding farms on top of each other using the large containers. You need to put 5x5 of these down. It's a bit tedious, it does look tacky in regards to the end product. All the powers will accumulate at the bottom, all the eggs will accumulate at the bottom too. You need the monitoring stand to make sure the breeding pairs are right. It's just not a nice, and it's an eyesore. If you wanted to do it like this though, you could actually enclose it all in. You don't have to use glass, you can see, you can do what you want here, but you can have as many floors as you want really. I've just done 4 here just for demonstration purposes. There's no cakes in there, so my pals ain't actually brooding, but yeah, you see each floor has a new brooding pair on them, which is what we want. So yeah, so to do this guys, you basically need 5x5 foundations, flat surface 5x5. Now I've put my half foundations on the corners, which are these things right here, and that one right there. The reason I've done that is because I like the corners. I like the corners of the actual whole building itself. Like on that, at that angle, I think it just looks much more nicer. But hey, if you want it completely square, you can do that too. So yeah, once you have this down guys, so again 5 across, 5 back, so 5 foundations back. Now what you want to do guys is go to your brooding farms, which are these right here. Then what you want to do guys is make sure this is perfectly central to the actual foundation, so it's equal left and right in regards to space either side. Then what you want to do guys is make sure that you see the tips of the front of the base that on the border of the first foundations, as you can see right there, just like so. Put that down. From this point guys, you can see that we have enough space at the back to indeed build walls if you do want to enclose it in. From this point guys, we're going to build stairs. Now you can build your stairs wherever you want. You can see I've got my stairs at the center going up to the top. You can build them on the left hand side, the right hand side, that's up to you, but I'm just going to build them center. So I'm going to use the future set because I just want a clean set. I just think it looks nice. So from here, 1 set of stairs, simple as that. Okay, so from here guys, what you want to do is you want to build now 5x5 now. So I know the corners are indeed going to be the half corners or the triangular corners, but at the minute we need to do all ceilings all the way back, and we'll replace these at the end, because if you put the corner ceilings down or the half ceilings, you can't actually place down the brooding pen for some weird reason, so we replace them at the end. So we're just going to do this for now. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure we don't miss any space. It's quite hard to see underneath, but make sure there's no spaces there. And for the time being, we're going to have to fill in that gap right there, and then probably one there too, just in case we have to adjust in regards to placing down the breeding farm. So now we go back to the breeding farm, just like so. Now guys, we just want to place this down just like so. That's about right. From this point you can now actually get rid of these. For some reason, if they ain't actual full ceilings, you can't place down the brooding farm, which is weird and annoying. But hey, so we're just going to get rid of these for now. We'll actually do that at the end, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, make sure the 4 corners are down, because again we want the angled corners, which look cool like that. Okay, so now guys, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this floor here. For now we're just going to keep that blockage there, because we need to build off another stairs. So let's go to the stairs, build that there, and we are good. Now guys, you can get rid of that. Boom, and we are good to again build 5x5 ceilings. Now once we've done that guys, again just want to fill in that gap there. I think I don't know if we do have to build out the extra ceiling there, but hey, go back to the breeding farm, just like so. See, you do. I knew you had to, so yeah, we'll have to build another ceiling there, which again we can get rid of at the end. This can be with anything, it doesn't have to be with the same material. So it's going to go back to the breeding farm. Bada boom. Put this down. Again, you want to make sure it's just on the border of the foundations, making sure it's nice and neat. Put it down. We are good to go. We can build up again guys, which is what we are going to do. So we'll go to the foundations, go back to the actual clean set, put that down. Now we can get rid of that, get rid of that, and again the corners we can now get rid of. Just going to use the half corners as I said. And now guys, again one last floor. Now again you can go up as high as you want, that's completely up to you. And again guys, put one there, just so you can adjust the final brooding pen. Or if you're going up further, do what you got to do. So yep, last one down. So we're just going to put you about there, just like so. get built, and then we can get rid of that and that, and again the corners. And now what we'll do is we'll quickly fill in the corners. Actually, I missed the floor there. I actually placed that without ceiling there. That's pretty cool to know. I don't think that would place, you know. I'm just going to put these in, fill these corners in. And there, guys, we have breeding farms stacked on top of each other. And again, if you wanted to fill in the walls, you can do that with any material you like. I do like the glass look of this, so I'm just going to fill in the glass, as you can see, and I'll quickly do this. I'll speed up the video. Then I add a bit of colour. Well, obviously the colour is your preference, but you can do whatever colours you like, guys. But yes, it really is as simple as that in having your very own stacked tower of breeding farms. But yeah, do what you gotta do, guys. Change up the design however you want. As long as you know how the floors and that work, you are perfectly good to go with this. So yeah, do what you gotta do there, people. Actually, it probably would make sense if that's not there, because the powers can actually get in, you know what I mean? But yeah, do what you gotta do, people. Okay, so another great way of saving space in your base, but you want multiple ranches, is actually stacking them on top of each other. Now they can be an eyesore, as you can see. That's why you can just build a simple building around. You can do your own design if you want to, your own colors, etc, etc, but you can only really see it from the front. And the best thing about this is, guys, you can stack these more or less as high as you want, and all the powers will basically reside at the bottom. So everything will just, if you got, because obviously these are limited to 4 per pal, so each ranch is 4 per pal. So if you have 3 of these, that's 12 pals you can have, all dropping that certain loot. As you can see right here, I have 12 big ideas. They're all dropping me that honey and get me quite a lot of it. So yeah, and these do take up a lot of space on the floor of your base, so you can put them all in one spot. Actually very, very cool. So how do you do this, guys? It's actually very, very simple. Now, to start off, if you do want to enclose it, you want to do what I've done right here. So you basically have 4x3 foundations, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 back. And the corners, I've obviously used the corner ones here because I want to angle the building. But you can do this if you want to do this square, that's completely up to you. But if you want to copy what I've done, do this. Once you've done this, guys, it's relatively quite straightforward. So first things first, to make this a little easier on yourself, go to the back of the foundations and build in just 2 walls, just like so. That's all you need. They will be destroyed after, so you can build them out of whatever you want. Then we go to the storage section, and we want to come down to these right here, the large containers. Spin it to the side, and you want to snap it in the middle of your foundations at the back of these walls, just like so. So in fact, I don't know if it'll let you snap it. Actually it will, there we go. So you just want to snap it right there, so as close to the wall as you possibly get. Then what you want to do, guys, is you want to actually put like 5 of these next to each other. So 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Obviously using the alignment mode, which is on controller, it's pressing and holding in that right trigger. Then once you've done the 5, guys, you want to put 5 more in front. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, using that alignment mode again. So we've got the 5 there. Then once you've done that, you just want to build 1 in the front of the center one, so we look like that. Simple as that, people. So we have that. Now what you want to do, guys, is build up again. Now depending on how many ranches you want on top of each other, will be how many containers you go up. It's each flow of containers per ranch you can stack. Simple as that. I'm not sure how many can actually go for up here. I think it's like, I don't know if there's a limit. I guess there probably will be, but hey, I've tried 4 or 5 in the past, it's been fine. Again, using the alignment mode, make sure these are fastened next to each other. Probably needs to be built first. Get my newbies up here. Get to work, lad. There we go. Back to the large containers. I just want to fasten this next to him. If it appears red, to come out of the alignment mode, and just get it as close and in line as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. The branches will still get on top of these. I actually prefer not to use alignment mode, but just for people that may have difficulty doing this, alignment mode is there for you. So there's 5 on top of each other. Let's get them built. And then what we want to do is we want to build 5 more in front of these. So again, 1 there. And then what you want to do is you want to build 1 on top of this right here. So there, that's fine, because we're only going to be standing on that one. We're literally just going to be standing on that one, just to put the actual branches down. Now again, if you do want to go up higher, just build more on top of these what you've already built, and you are good. Now what I want to do, guys, is I'm just going to do it just quickly for the video. I'm just going to stick here. Now we're just going to put down the branches. Now you want to make sure these are in the center. You don't want them hanging off the back, because that means they're probably going to overlap the actual floor foundations, so we won't be able to build around these. So get them as center as possible. I'm going to go about there. That should be okay. Get that built. Then what you want to do is just delete or dismantle 1 layer of containers underneath it, just like so. Then what you want to do, guys, is stand back on this one, come to the branch again, try and get these as perfectly aligned as possible. Just jump to make sure they're overlapping. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to do that, because I ain't really fussed about this. Once it's been built, delete the ones underneath, just like so. Boom, 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 boom. Bada boom, boom, boom. And there we go. Get rid of the walls too. And then, guys, what you'll do is you build a branch on the bottom floor. Again, make sure it's perfectly aligned. I mean, you ain't got to be absolutely perfect. I'm just going to put it there for now again. This is only a demonstration. Anyway, you do what you got to do. And then to build around it, guys, if you want to build like what I've done, it's quite simple. We're going to use the glass doors at the front, just like so. So 2 of them. What? Oh, shit, not there though. 1 there, 1 there. On top of that, we used the clean set, like half walls. Boom, boom. And then we're just going to fill in the sides quickly, using obviously the diagonal walls, just like so. Then we'll use the normal walls for the rest of people, just like this. And then, guys, you can paint it whatever colour you like. I'll go quick red and black. And there we have it, guys. It really is as simple as that, but you can use your own design and building around it and enclosing it in. But yes, if you want to stack it, you got to do what you got to do, guys. Save a ton of space within your base. And on that note, guys, we have come to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, leaving a like really helps out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And hopefully, guys, I will see you on that next one.